Performer of the Year, and I'll be right back.
All right.
And I wanted to know, hold on, before you announce them, I want people to know that this was more my pick than yours, because you had other people in mind. And so I picked this one 100%. And they're not going to believe it either. They won't believe you, but I want them to know that.
So here we go.
There you go.
The best female superstar of 2019. Our golden turnbuckle winner is Becky the Man Lynch. And you heard it from Nick himself. This was more his pick than mine, you know. I was pulling for Rhea Ripley really hard. She's went from nobody knowing who she is really to she was tearing it up over on the NXT UK scene. Came over to the main NXT roster and has just absolutely dominated. She is now your NXT champion by bumping off Shayna Baszler. So I was pulling really hard for Rhea Ripley, but you know, you can't deny that Becky Lynch has had a hell of a 2019, from being the champ at WrestleMania to just the amazing matches she's had all year. She's had that fucking title all year. And, you know, everybody was bitching prior to this. Give Becky a chance. Give Becky a chance. They gave her a chance, and she has seized her moment and submitted herself as probably one of the best, if not the best, women's wrestler in the world today. There's a lot of great talent out there right now, but Becky Lynch is pretty ungoddamn deniable.
Yeah, and you know, I think if there was a quote for the year for wrestling in general, it would have to be undeniable, undesirable to unfucking deniable. And if somebody other than Cody fits that fucking bill from head to toe, it's got to be Becky Lynch. And people are probably surprised to hear me say that, but think about where she came from. You know, what she's battled with in the WWE, not just as a performer, but as a woman. And I'm not a huge WWE fan, and I do think they could have done better with her. But headlining WrestleMania. I mean, you know, headlining other pay-per-views. All the work she's done with the championships that she's had. Becky Lynch gets Female of the Year, 100%.
110%.
120.
That's right. That's a good percent right there.
So now, ladies and gentlemen,
the final golden turnbuckle of the night.
This one was a difficult one. There were so many great wrestlers out there this year. I just want to say I can guarantee you Roman Reigns was never near our top 100.
Nowhere.
Just want to throw that out there. But back to the awards.
Sports Wrestling Illustrated, whoever the fuck wrote that.
Pro Wrestling Illustrated. Pro Wrestling Illustrated.
We'll give you a top 100, you sons of bitches, and we guarantee Roman Reigns.
Let me write the top 100 next year. Let me write the motherfucking top 100 next year. You know.
All right. Anyways, hopping back out of that bunny hole, the best male superstar of 2019.
The best male superstar comes down to a couple of things we judged on: how good of a year they had, what kind of storylines they were involved with, how they affected us. Because you got to remember, these awards are based on our opinions, and it's not. We don't have some statistician, mathematician, whatever here, crunching the numbers, giving us names. These are all people that we think earned these, you know, from the World Wrestling Podcast, maybe from no crazy, insane magazine, but if from anything from two fans, one in, you know, Calgary, Alberta, and the other down here on the ass end of the U.S., who enjoy the fuck out of wrestling.
Yeah, and we had to have Nick's lovely wife tie break a couple of these for us, but you know, is like he said, this is based on what we sat down and came up with.
And so when we talked about it, and after we talked for minutes, hours, days about who should be that, you know, that guy, the guy of the year, the wrestler of the year that, you know, we think has had the best year, who has done the absolute greatest job and doing this crazy thing we love to watch and helping us immerse into a product that it's just something we love to do, something we love to enjoy, once a week, once a month. And it's got to be the Rainmaker. It's got to be Kazuchika Okada. I mean, once again, the IWGP Heavyweight Championship is across his shoulder after winning it, and one of the biggest places in the world to do so, Madison Square Garden against Jay White.
That's right.
And he's got one of the biggest matches of his lives coming up at the next Wrestle Kingdom, and he's once again back in the main event after having such a crazy, start of the year with that slump he was in. And
I was just about to say that. Like, he started the year off pretty strong, hit that nasty little slump there, and I was like, man, is New Japan giving up on Okada? Like, shit. It looked pretty grim there for a minute, but he pulled it back around, and like you said, he's ending the year super strong going into Wrestle Kingdom.
So, yeah, Kazuchika Okada, the Rainmaker, the IWGP Heavyweight Champion. And he's got an insane match coming up at Wrestle Kingdom 14, where he could possibly end up with 2 belts and be 2-belt Okada. So, I mean, they're continuing that push. They're keeping him in the loop because he is their guy and he is their ace. And if anybody deserves the male wrestler of the year, it's got to be Okada. So, congratulations to Okada, Becky Lynch, the Young Bucks, everybody else who is, on the World Wrestling Podcast Golden Turnbuckle Awards and who's won those said awards from fans. You guys have earned it, and we love all you guys, and we enjoy watching what you do. I mean, because when it comes down to it, folks, and we get in it, we argue, and we throw verbal punches, and I usually end up bitch slapping Sean, but this is something we love to do, and it's a labor of love. I don't get paid for this. He doesn't get paid for this. We take time out of our schedules, after work, late at night, early in the morning, on lunch breaks. We're taking notes. We're talking. What's this? How are we going to talk about this? What jokes we're going to make? And we love wrestling because of the mystery of the storyline, the sport, and we love talking about it. It's just we're fanatics, and this year has been undesirable to unfucking deniable because the fans of wrestling have stood up and are saying what they want. We're getting more and more people by the day watching wrestling, and it's becoming we're a fucking gang now.
I agree, man. 2019 was a hell of a year for us. Got some amazing interviews I never thought we would get, man. Like you said, we got more and more listeners every day. We got people all around the world. We got banned in the country in 2019.
Fuck you, Singapore. Fuck you, Singapore.
Every single one of you in Singapore. Fuck you all.
Okay, he took it a little farther.
Dumpster fire.
Oh, now we mad at Sean. Now we mad at Happy.
That was your words.
I don't remember that. That was never my words. I never said that specifically. I just said that Singapore was a
dumpster fire.
I'm sure the people in it are lovely. It's just their country is a dumpster fire. I can't help that.
And boom. Cease and desist in Singapore.
Goddamn didn't we?
It's been an amazing fucking year. We're at 42,000 plays this year. You guys have made this year fucking amazing. So to everybody who got inducted into the Hall of Fame, to the people who listen on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple or Google Podcasts, wherever you listen to the World Wrestling Podcast, we fucking thank you.
And, thank you guys for tuning in tonight, and showing up and hanging out, or in the morning or in the afternoon, wherever you are. We appreciate the love. We appreciate the listening ship. And, we're about to have to head out because I got to get to bed. I got to work in the morning. But, Sean, thanks for having me here for the Golden Turnbuckle Awards. And it's been great. Real quick, he's going to give out his information, but if you want to follow me on the tweeters, it's at Big Bad Boo Bear. Leave me a like or a DM, man, if you want to have some kind of interaction with the show. You know, if you have any ideas for subjects to cover or watch-alongs for us to try and do, I've got Dave Bradshaw, like I said, coming on for a watch-along next year. I've got some other guests I'm working on, some people I'm talking to right now, a couple of YouTube personalities, a couple of Twitter personalities. I'm really trying to score one big wrestling interview. I'm going to keep that under wraps for now and see if it happens. But if it does, she is going to be really cool to have on the show. So we'll have to wait and see. But a lot going on in 2020. You know, they say 2020 is perfect vision, and I think we're going to have a really good year. We're going to see a lot going on with World Wrestling Podcast. One final announcement. I don't know about Sean, but I'm going to be gone until probably the weekend after Wrestle Kingdom. I'm taking a break. Got family down, Christmas, New Year's. Really busy time for me at work too, so I'm going to be
same here.
Unavailable. So this is the last show of 2019. So for all of you, So for all of you who we won't talk to again until 2020, have a great New Year. Drink responsibly, as long as there's people watching you. You know, if there's nobody watching you, I mean, get fucking hammered. You know what I'm saying? But don't drink alone, because that sucks.
That's some Baron Corbin shit.
Yeah, don't do any Baron Corbin shit.
Yes, that's right. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, you can follow me at HappyTheClown14. Follow me on Facebook as well. Just type in Happy the Clown. You see this big smiley clown face. You can send us an email at wwpstudios@outlook.com. If you want to be the fan of the month, you want to give us some good feedback, tell us how much Nick fucking sucks. You want to buy a shirt, buy a bracelet, just anything you want to say to the World Wrestling Podcast, that's the way to do it. And as always, until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. I'm the big Cali Kid, Sean B.
And I'm the big bad Boo Bear.
This was the World Wrestling Podcast. Golden Turnbuckle Awards. I can't say turnbuckle properly.
Golden Turnbuckle Awards. It's almost as bad as the Waller Road Wrestling Podcast.
And that's right. Hashtag Team Kenny.
Hashtag Team Cody. Ha! Mute your mic. Fuck you. Happy 2020, guys.